Here's how hiring employees to outsource some tasks to will 10x your income. My name is Zach Colburn. I'm a self-made millionaire at the age of 26, and today I want to share my story about hiring my first employee. I was looking for a virtual assistant to help me with DM outreach, and I had never hired anyone for that position, let alone hired anyone for my business before. So I'm going to take you back to 2020, which is when I started the personal trainers business incubator. It was just me in an apartment. I was pretty much doing everything by myself. That first year I did about 250,000 by myself, but the second year I can tell that I was going to burn out if I didn't get help. I was doing lead generation, content creation, sales calls, coaching calls, building the product, doing literally everything in the business and working, 12-hour days. And so I knew I needed help. A friend of mine suggested, hey, why don't you get a virtual assistant? That way you can outsource lead generation. And I thought, man, what a smart idea. I can teach someone how to generate leads for me. That way I can get some of my time back to reinvest back into my business and other growth areas, or just have more time to relax. I went through an agency to help me find my first employee. And I was a little bit nervous because I had never hired anyone for this position, let alone hired anyone before. They brought 3 candidates. They were overseas virtual assistants from the Philippines. I went through the interview process. Now there are 3 candidates. One of them I don't remember. The other one's name was Anne, and the last one's name was Cyro. When I had my conversation with Anne and Cyro, I thought, man, these two are both very, very great employees. Very, very great. They answered my questions well, and I was really torn about who to hire. Now, when I asked Cyro what his 10-year vision was, what he said without a doubt is, I want to be working for you for the next 10 years, and I want to help you build this company to as big as possible. And I look back at that moment and I think, man, that's really special because he was my very first employee when we were just getting started, and now we're on our way to multiple 7 figures, and he's going to be with our company for as long as we're around. But the other funny thing is about 6 months later, I was looking for a second employee, and I actually hired Anne as well. The very first 2 assistants that I interviewed were also the same employees that I hired. I still have them to this day. But I told them about 6 months in, I want to come see you. I want to visit you. I made a plan to visit them, but COVID got in the way and other personal life issues got in the way as well that pushed back our trip to go see them. So we brought Cyro and Anne into the company, and they really helped us grow the business to a level like that we didn't even think was possible. I really wanted to visit them. For a while, we kept talking about it. And I almost thought in the back of my mind, man, they must think I'm full of shit, just, saying that I'm going to come out. But I guarantee that they probably don't actually believe that I'm going to come out. And it wasn't until I bought my tickets for me and Megan to go out that they started losing their shit. And we had a couple months to plan, so we planned this trip together. I flew them out to visit us in Boracay and also Manila, and it was really, really amazing to see our employees in real life, meet them in real life, get to know them on a personal level. We work together every single day, but until you actually see someone and spend time with them outside of work, it's really hard to truly say that you know them. And so I really feel confident that I know my VAs really well, and the fact that they were able to show up and come see me as well when I came to the Philippines was really incredible. Now, what we did essentially was, we did some boat tours together, we went snorkeling together, we partied together, we created some really amazing memories together, and they're absolutely amazing. I also think it goes to show our company culture because a lot of people have overseas assistants. Not a lot of people are going and making the trips to go visit them. I think that says a lot. The other thing as well is that we've helped many coaches hire overseas virtual assistants. And now from my firsthand perspective, I'm able to speak from experience what it's like to be a virtual assistant over there, what their culture is like, and also what their lifestyle is like. So the trip was amazing. Seeing my VAs was amazing. And it makes me even more excited to now call them part of my family to be able to take PTBI into the stratosphere.